Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, I hope you're okay. We've been learning about internet safety, haven't we, this week? And we've got our third lesson this afternoon, where we'll be recapping what we've learned over the last few lessons and writing about how we can stay safe online. So what have we done so far this week? Read stories, haven't we? We read a lovely little story about Smarty the penguin. Can you see? Can you remember? It was Smarty's birthday and he got given a new gift. It was a brand new tablet and he got to play all his games on there, but he came across a few problems that maybe some of you at home have come across as well. There were strange adverts popping up on his screen and he didn't know what to do, but his mummy taught him a song. And it went, before you tap and click, you need to stop and think and tell someone. And that was the main message of this lesson, wasn't it? If you're upset or confused or worried about something you've seen online, just like Smarty the penguin, you need to tell a grown-up that you trust and they will help you to sort it out. So Smarty the penguin also went onto his tablet one time and his older brother Bertie had been on without asking him. So rude. But he ended up being on a website he wasn't sure about, and it was definitely for older children, not for him. So he didn't know how to get off it and he was worried he was going to see something he shouldn't. So what did he do? He told someone. And his mummy and daddy were very proud that he was being such a sensible penguin, and they managed to sort it out and he was back on his game. And then finally, when he was playing his game, there were some really mean children on there that weren't saying nice things to his friend, Percy. And this really upset Percy because he had to leave the game, but it also upset Smarty as well. So he didn't really know what to do about that information. So then he remembered he should tell someone. So he told his daddy, and his daddy was so proud that he had told him, again, for being really sensible. Again, well done, Percy, top marks for you. And then the grown-ups were able to help him and sort out the game and make sure as best they could that anyone that was being kind online were either blocked, muted or reported, because you should be as kind online as what you are in real life, shouldn't you? Anyway, that was the Smarty story. And then after that, hang on a minute, we read yesterday a detective story about this little duck, Digiduck, and he had a school project to do on woodland animals, didn't he? So he went on the internet. He was in a bit of a rush because he wanted to get online, play with his games before bedtime. So he went online quickly and he found out some information about forest animals. But actually what he found out wasn't quite true, was it? There were elements of truth in it, but some of it was fact. Some of it was not fact. It was untrue, and some of it was opinion. So when he got his work back from his teacher, actually he was confused and a bit upset that he hadn't got it right. So his friend Wise Owl taught him some really important lessons on how to use the internet safely and properly when doing your schoolwork and research projects. And if you remember, he taught Duck that in actual fact you should get your information from a range of sources, not just one website. Check what you've done. Ask people. Look, that's him getting ready to be a detective. They asked experts, didn't they? So they asked about the stag rather than researching on the internet. They knew a stag, so they just asked him. They gave him a call and asked him for the information. He was able to clear up a few things that he got wrong. And they asked some grown-ups. So Mummy knew about doves, and she was a much more reliable source than this website he'd been on. And finally, so they were able to clear up those mistakes. And finally, they found out about the dragon, the fire-breathing dragon, and actually he used a bit of common sense as well and realised they're in fairy stories, not in real life. There are such things as these kimono dragons, but they're lizards, the world's largest lizards, and not this fire-breathing dragon that in his haste he thought was true. So he learnt some really he learned some really important lessons there, didn't he? To check the source, to use a range of things, books, documentaries, asking experts, asking grown-ups that might know, not just relying on one thing when you're looking at the internet. And use reliable websites. As the school, as teachers give you a range of websites if you're doing research projects, or might give you the information ourselves, but as you get older and you have more freedom on the internet in Key Stage 2, your teachers in the school will give you a range of reliable, good websites to use. So use those rather than just Googling any old website, because what you read on the internet isn't always truth, is it? So with those lessons in mind, today you've been emailed or sent, or you've got the paper copy of this advice bubble. Might look like that, might look like that. And you're going to be writing, hello, I've made my own here, look. Online safety, this is my bubble, like what you've got. And it says, write 3 sentences about how to stay safe online. So thinking about everything you've learned over the last few days, 3 pointers you would want to give as advice to somebody else if you were teaching them about how to stay safe online. What are your main points do you think you should include? So I've written here, it is important to stay safe online. You should, and then I'm going to finish that off by writing 1 bit of advice there, another bit of advice there, and my final bit of advice there. Make sure, please, children, you've got a capital letter at the beginning of your sentences. Your handwriting is nice and neat, but I've done cursive writing there. Maybe you want to do joined up. And then take a photo of what you've done and send it in, because we'd love to see your advice. Maybe we could share those with all the children. So we're helping each other to stay safe online as well. You could decorate this, you could do all sorts. Maybe you could do little pictures for your sentences as well to demonstrate your learning further. So I can't wait to see those. I hope you've enjoyed our online learning for internet safety. You never know. So we might have a bonus level in the future, because it's really, really important. And don't forget, if you've got any more questions that you want to ask us about online safety, don't hesitate to ask. We're on Seesaw throughout the week. And when we're in school as well, if you've ever got any questions, just come and find us and ask us. And I hope to see you soon. And stay safe, be good. Good luck, keep it nice and neat, and enjoy. Bye, everybody. Happy online safety learning. Bye, 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 bye. Peace.